Throughout our history, there have been countless books that have been lost to time. Some were destroyed in fires, while others were simply misplaced. But there are some books that we wish would stay lost forever. In today's video, we will take a look at several books that should never have been read and left alone. Make sure to watch until the end because they get worse. But before we start, make sure to hit the like button to stay up to date with all our future videos. Number 10. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is arguably the most famous cursed book in the world. It's not the creepiest or oldest, but the fact that no one knows what language it has written in has brought both curiosity and danger to anyone who has ever touched it. The book was named after the bookseller Wilfrid Voynich, who purchased the book in Italy in 1912. Since then, its existence has caused quite a stir in the academic community. Despite the thousands of books that scholars receive every year, the Voynich Manuscript stands out. It contains over 200 pages of text written in an unknown script and bound in vellum. But if you're thinking about taking a closer look at this book, you might want to reconsider. For centuries, it's been said that anyone who looks too closely at the manuscript will go mad. And so far, it seems that may be true because since the book was found, many scholars who have studied it have seemingly lost their minds. No. The Codex Gigas. The Codex Gigas, or the Devil's Bible, was created in the 13th century and is considered to be the largest medieval manuscript in the world. Written by a single monk named Albertus Magnus, this book is rumored to be cursed by the devil himself. Legend has it that when Albertus set out to write this book, he wanted to include information from various fields such as astronomy, medicine, alchemy, and mathematics. However, he soon realized that it would take him a lifetime to complete such a project. So, he made a deal with the devil. He would give the devil his soul in exchange for help writing the book. Of course, the devil accepted and Albertus began writing. He worked day and night and completed the book in just a matter of days. But when he tried to hand it over to the monastery where it belongs, the book's weight was so great that he could hardly move it. Albertus died before completing his task, and the book was never finished. When the monks finally opened it, they were shocked to find that the entire contents were written in Latin, which was not a language that existed at the time. To this day, no one can decipher the language used in the book, and those who try are said to go blind. No. 8. The Book of Henry. This book is often referred to as the third major book of the Enochian genre, which tells the story of the fallen angel Azazel and the creation of giants. It's believed to have been written between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE. The book tells the story of the fallen angel Azazel, who comes to earth to teach humans forbidden knowledge. He corrupts the sons of men and teaches them how to make swords, shields, breastplates, helmets, and other tools of war. As a result, humanity becomes wicked and violent. Azazel also teaches women how to use cosmetics and how to please men. God becomes angry and sends angels to punish Azazel and his followers. They bind Azazel and cast him into darkness for 70 years. At the end of the book, Enoch warns his readers to avoid the sins of Azazel and his followers and to follow the path of righteousness instead. Although the Book of Enoch is not part of the Old Testament, it has had a significant impact on Christian theology. The book's teachings about the fallen angel Azazel have influenced the development of the Christian doctrine of sin and damnation. Number 7. The Necronomicon is one of the most infamous cursed books of all time. Written by the fictional character Abdullah, it is said to contain dangerous spells and rituals that can summon demons and other evil entities. Despite its fictional nature, the Necronomicon has had a real-world impact on popular culture. It was first mentioned by American author H.P. Lovecraft in his horror fiction stories, and has since become a staple of the horror and fantasy genres. The name Necronomicon is derived from the Greek words nekros, meaning corpse, and nomos, meaning law or book. It is said that the book contains dangerous information that should not be known to mortals, and that those who read it are forever changed by the experience. While the Necronomicon is a work of fiction, it has had a profound impact on popular culture. Lovecraft's stories featuring the Necronomicon have inspired countless other authors, filmmakers, and artists to explore the dark side of human curiosity and the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge. Number 6. The Book of Abramelin is a grimoire, a book of magic that was allegedly written by Abraham, the Jew. According to the book's introduction, it was dictated to Abraham by his father Lamech, who received it from an angel named Beth. The book details a ritual that Abraham used to summon a spirit that revealed secrets of the universe and enabled him to perform miracles. The Book of Abramelin has had a significant impact on the history of magic and the occult. Its detailed instructions for summoning spirits and performing magical rituals influenced later grimoires and provided a foundation for the development of ceremonial magic. However, it's important to note that the authenticity of the book has been questioned by scholars. Many believe that it was written in the 18th century and is a hoax, despite the controversy surrounding its origins. The Book of Abramelin remains an influential text in the history of magic and the occult, and continues to be studied by those interested in these subjects. Number 5. The Grand Grimoire. Also known as the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Grand Grimoire is a book of black magic that was allegedly written in the 14th century by a Jewish scholar named Solomon. The book contains a variety of spells and rituals that can be used to summon and control demons. According to legend, Solomon wrote the book after making a deal with the devil. The book has had a significant impact on the history of black magic and has been used by practitioners of the occult for centuries. One of the most famous spells in the Grand Grimoire is the Lesser Key of Solomon, which allows the user to summon the demon Bua, who can grant wishes in exchange for service. However, it's important to note that the authenticity of the book has been questioned by scholars. Many believe that it was written in the 18th century and is a hoax. Despite the controversy surrounding its origins, the Grand Grimoire remains an influential text in the history of black magic and has been used by practitioners of the occult for centuries. Now for the Book of the Dead. The Book of the Dead is a collection of funerary texts that were used in ancient Egypt during the New Kingdom. These texts were written in hieroglyphics, on papyrus, or inscribed on stone and were buried with the dead. The purpose of the Book of the Dead was to help the deceased navigate the afterlife and reach the field of reeds, a place of peace and happiness. The Book of the Dead contains a variety of spells and incantations that were designed to protect the deceased from evil spirits and help them through the journey to the afterlife. One of the most well-known spells in the Book of the Dead is the Heart of Truth, which was intended to purify the deceased heart and allow them to pass the judgment of Anubis, the god of the underworld. The Book of the Dead has had a significant impact on our understanding of ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices. The detailed descriptions of the afterlife and the journey of the soul provide valuable insight into the religious beliefs of one of the world's oldest civilizations. No. 3. The Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet, also known as the Tablos, is a short text attributed to the legendary alchemist and sage Hermes. It is said to contain the secrets of alchemy and the transmutation of base metals into gold. The tablet is also said to contain other secrets of the universe, such as the nature of reality and the mysteries of the cosmos. The Emerald Tablet has had a significant impact on the history of alchemy in Western Asia. Its teachings on the transmutation of metals and the unity of all things have influenced alchemists and occultists for centuries. One of the most famous quotes from the Emerald Tablet is, "As above, so below, as within, so without." This Hermetic principle suggests that the universe is a reflection of the microcosm, and that the same principles govern both the macrocosm and the microcosm. The Black Book of Satan. The Black Book of Satan is a book of satanic rituals that was allegedly written by the devil himself. It is said to contain spells and incantations that can be used to summon demons and gain their power. The book is also said to contain information on how to perform sacrifices and other dark rituals. Despite its reputation, there is no evidence that the Black Book of Satan actually exists. It is likely a fictional creation intended to scare people away from Satanism or other similar religions. However, the legend of the book persists and it continues to be referenced in popular culture. Number 1. The Dragon Rouge. The Dragon Rouge is a mysterious manuscript that dates back to the 15th century. It was written in an unknown language and contains strange symbols and illustrations that have not been deciphered. The book was discovered in the early 20th century in a monastery in France and is now housed at the Bibliothèque Nationale de France. The Dragon Rouge is named after one of the illustrations in the book, which depicts a red dragon. The meaning of the illustration and the rest of the book's contents are unknown. Some believe that the book may contain forbidden knowledge or secret rituals. However, its mysterious contents have also made it a target for those seeking to exploit its power. Several attempts have been made to steal the book, but it remains safe in its vault. Would you dare to open one of these books? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching.